So in this video, we're going to show you in NGINX Conf what are these configuration terms. So there are basically in this NGINX configuration, there are two types. One is this context and this directive. So context is will tell you what does the context means and what does directive means. So if you see this HTTP consist, HTTP context is will be related with any HTTP information, and the server consists of all that virtual host information, etc. So these are all things for now. I'm already there in this server, and so this is where my NGINX config is there. So this is the default one. So we will go through in detail in everything. So if you see this, this is called event context and this is called HTTP context. And so this is kind of directives. So the directive is nothing but which will have some the kind of a key pair, so which will have some value in it. So that those are called as directive, and otherwise these are all called context. So here we're going to show you a small demo. So right now we have already seen how we are installed it and what is the default page. Now we are going to change the default page and by creating some web service into it. So if we need to have some HTML page and some CSS file for styling, so that is what we are going to have. So right now I already have that some of the CSS file and everything in this place. So I'm just going to recreate that. So I'm just going to keep this default NGINX configuration aside. So I'm just moving this with some backup file. Just moved into a backup file. And now I'm going to create one file. So this is the file that we're going to create, and I'll tell you what is this going to do. And I will tell you about each directives a little later. So right now we will see this information about HTTP as well as on that server. So this is a file, and I'm just going to show you, so which will have this HTTP context and as well as server context, and which will have some directives into it. So the server, which will carries mostly on the server information, what is that IP address and what is the port that you're listening to, and the root is something what is that particular particular directory that you're going to publish it. So I have already created some of this, and now I'm going to just replace this the server name with that IP address. So this is my IP. I'm just copying it. Yes. So I'm just saved it. I already have in the slide demo. I already have some information. Demo. This is the some HTML file and the styles of CSS. Now we're going to start this service. So right now there are no NGINX service running. So we can just run with system control. Now it is running. So it is running in port 80. Now this was the default page. Now you see this is some demo page. So right now we are showing that demo page, whatever that style sheet that has been there in that row directives. So this is all showing it from there. So this is how we are going to configure this NGINX config files. Thank you.